Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day. Please comment number 1 to start this exciting journey. Let's go. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to be a high-value man in today's fast-paced world? Distinguishing yourself in your relationships, especially with women, can make all the difference. In this video, we'll uncover 6 powerful techniques that high-value men use to build respect, trust, and admiration in their interactions. You'll learn how to strike the perfect balance between authenticity and intrigue, master the art of confident flirting, and avoid common pitfalls that can diminish your worth. By the end of this video, you'll have actionable insights that can transform your relationships and elevate your self-worth. Stay tuned, because these techniques are the key to becoming the man who stands out and inspires. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked the video. Your support helps me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. If you are not subscribed, I recommend you subscribe and activate the bell to avoid missing any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment with a number 1. If you don't, please comment with a 0 to let me know, so I can make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. The first point to consider is the importance of avoiding the tendency to be overly nice. This might seem counterintuitive to some, as niceness is generally considered a positive trait. However, exhibiting extreme niceness can often lead to a lack of respect and not being taken seriously by others. It is crucial to distinguish between being genuinely nice and excessively servile or subservient. While kindness and consideration are important qualities, overdoing them can have unintended consequences. Women, in particular, are often highly perceptive and can quickly sense when there is an underlying agenda behind an abundance of kindness. This over-the-top niceness can appear insincere and manipulative, leading to a loss of credibility and respect. High-value men are acutely aware of this dynamic and understand that overdoing kindness can inadvertently devalue their worth. Instead of being overly nice, they strive to maintain a balanced, calm, and authentic demeanor in their interactions. This concept is well articulated by the philosopher Seneca, who said he who seeks to be loved must show kindness, not just desire it. This means true kindness is about being genuine and not merely about trying to gain favor. By embodying genuine kindness, high-value men enable women to recognize the sincerity and authenticity behind their actions. It is essential to be true to oneself to earn the respect of others. High-value men realize that excessive niceness can undermine their perceived value, particularly in women's eyes. Therefore, they focus on being calm, composed, and genuine in their interactions. This approach not only preserves their self-respect, but also ensures that their kindness is recognized as a true reflection of their character rather than a calculated effort to win approval. By maintaining this authenticity, they build more meaningful and respectful relationships. The problem with being overly nice is that it can come across as desperate. When someone is overly nice, it often seems as though they are trying too hard to be liked, which can be off-putting. This desperation can lead others to question their motives and authenticity. Women, in particular, are often attuned to these nuances and can quickly detect when someone is being overly accommodating or submissive. This can lead to a lack of respect and a diminished attraction. High-value men understand that respect and attraction are built on authenticity and confidence. They know that being overly nice can come across as weak or insecure. Instead, they focus on being genuinely kind and considerate without going overboard. They know how to set boundaries and stand up for themselves when necessary. This balance of kindness and confidence is what makes them truly attractive and respected. Furthermore, high-value men understand that their worth is not determined by how nice they are to others. They know that true value comes from within and is reflected in their actions and character. They do not seek validation or approval from others by being overly nice. Instead, they are secure in themselves and their value, which is why they do not feel the need to go to extremes to please others. The philosopher Aristotle once said to avoid criticism, "Do nothing, say nothing, be." High-value men understand that trying to please everyone by being overly nice is a futile endeavor. They know that it is impossible to please everyone, and that trying to do so can lead to a loss of self-respect and authenticity. Instead, they focus on being true to themselves and their values, knowing that this is the key to building genuine and respectful relationships. In conclusion, the first point to consider is the importance of avoiding the tendency to be overly nice. While kindness and consideration are important qualities, overdoing them can lead to a lack of respect and authenticity. High-value men understand this dynamic and strive to maintain a balanced and genuine demeanor in their interactions. They know that true value comes from within and is reflected in their actions and character. By embodying genuine kindness and confidence, they build more meaningful and respectful relationships. The key is to be true to oneself and avoid the trap of seeking validation or approval through excessive niceness. The second crucial point revolves around introducing a touch of intrigue into your conversations. This concept is vital for creating engaging and dynamic interactions, especially when it comes to captivating the interest of women. Intrigue, a subtle blend of mystery and unpredictability, serves as a powerful tool in communication. It helps to keep conversations lively and prevents them from becoming mundane or predictable. Women are often attracted to men who possess an air of mystery and depth, traits that are frequently associated with individuals of substantial worth. To effectively implement this, one must make a conscious effort to engage in conversations that genuinely capture her interest. This involves delving into intriguing topics that go beyond the surface level and asking thoughtful questions about her life that provoke reflection and reveal deeper insights. Such discussions not only pique her curiosity, but also demonstrate a genuine interest in understanding her as a person. Avoiding conventional, mundane conversations is essential in this context. Engaging in typical small talk can quickly become dull and uninspiring, failing to leave a lasting impression. Instead, aim to explore subjects that are thought-provoking and emotionally resonant. Discuss her passions, aspirations, and unique experiences. By doing so, you will naturally set yourself apart from other men who may adhere to more predictable conversational patterns. Maintaining an air of mystery in your interactions serves a dual purpose. Not only does it capture her immediate attention, but it also creates a lasting aura of fascination that draws her even closer to you. The key to mastering this approach lies in striking the right balance between revealing and withholding information. You do not need to share everything about yourself right away. Instead, offer glimpses into your thoughts, experiences, and personality that leave her wanting to know more. For instance, When sharing stories about your life, choose moments that highlight your unique qualities and experiences, but leave certain details ambiguous. This approach creates a sense of intrigue and encourages her to engage more deeply in the conversation to uncover the full story. Similarly, when discussing your interests and hobbies, provide just enough information to spark curiosity, but hold back some details to maintain an element of mystery. Another effective technique is to use open-ended questions that invite her to share more about herself. Questions that encourage introspection and self-discovery are particularly powerful. For example, instead of asking basic questions like, "What do you do for a living?" try asking, "What drives your passion in your work?" Or, "What experiences have shaped your outlook on life?" Such questions not only demonstrate a deeper level of interest, but also foster more meaningful and engaging conversations. Additionally, incorporating humor and playfulness into your interactions can enhance the sense of intrigue. Lighthearted teasing, witty banter, and playful challenges create a dynamic and enjoyable atmosphere. These elements add a layer of unpredictability and excitement, making the conversation more memorable. However, it is important to strike the right balance and ensure that your humor is respectful and considerate. The art of balancing openness and mystery also extends to the way you communicate non-verbally. Your body language, tone of voice, and eye contact play significant roles in creating an aura of intrigue. Maintaining confident and composed body language, combined with subtle gestures and expressions, can convey a sense of self-assuredness and depth. Similarly, varying your tone of voice and using pauses strategically can add emphasis and create an engaging rhythm in the conversation. By skillfully navigating the interplay between openness and mystery, you create a compelling narrative that intrigues her and fosters a deeper connection. This approach helps you establish a unique presence that is both attractive and engaging, enhancing your overall appeal. Remember, the goal is not to be evasive or secretive, but to create a sense of depth and complexity that invites curiosity and interest. Ultimately, introducing a touch of intrigue into your conversations requires a thoughtful and deliberate approach. It involves being genuinely interested in the other person, while also presenting yourself in a way that is both authentic and captivating. By focusing on meaningful topics, asking insightful questions, and balancing openness with mystery, you can create conversations that are not only engaging, but also leave a lasting impression. This approach not only enhances your interactions with women, but also fosters deeper, more meaningful connections that are built on mutual respect and genuine interest. The third point underscores the importance of being an attentive listener and practicing moderation in speech when interacting with women. This principle is crucial for building meaningful connections. As it involves more than just hearing words, it requires understanding and empathizing with emotions and perspectives. High-value men excel in this area, making women feel truly valued by actively listening and showing genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings. Listening attentively means more than just nodding along. It involves engaging with the conversation and demonstrating that you care about what she is saying. This level of attentiveness is attractive because it shows respect and consideration, qualities that women highly appreciate. By putting yourself in her shoes and empathizing with her experiences, you create a deeper connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. One way to practice good listening is to ask thoughtful questions that show you are paying attention and are genuinely interested in her perspective. This not only keeps the conversation flowing, but also makes her feel valued and understood. For example, instead of giving generic responses, delve deeper into the topics she discusses and show that you appreciate the nuances of her experiences and feelings. In addition to being a good listener, it is equally important to speak with moderation. This means finding a balance between sharing your own thoughts and giving her the space to express herself. Dominating the conversation can make it seem like you are not interested in what she has to say, which can be off-putting. Instead, aim for a shared dialogue where both parties feel heard and valued. The philosopher Epicurus wisely advised, "Listen much, speak little." This principle highlights the value of listening more than speaking, as it allows you to truly understand the other person and build a stronger connection. When you listen more and speak less, you create a dynamic where she feels comfortable opening up and sharing her thoughts and feelings with you. Moreover, speaking with moderation helps maintain the balance of the conversation. It ensures that you are not overwhelming her with your own stories and opinions, but are instead creating a space for mutual exchange. This approach fosters a sense of equality and respect in the conversation, which is essential for building strong, healthy relationships. Another aspect of being a good listener is showing empathy. Empathy involves not just understanding her words, but also her emotions and perspectives. By acknowledging and validating her feelings, you demonstrate that you are genuinely invested in her well-being. This level of empathy can significantly enhance the connection between you, as it shows that you care about her on a deeper level. Practicing moderation in speech also involves being mindful of your language and tone. It is important to communicate in a way that is respectful and considerate, avoiding any language that could be perceived as dismissive or condescending. By choosing your words carefully and speaking with kindness, you create a positive and supportive environment for the conversation. Additionally, being a good listener and speaking with moderation can help build trust. When she feels that you are genuinely interested in her and are not just waiting for your turn to speak, she is more likely to trust you and open up to you. This trust is crucial for building a strong, lasting relationship, as it creates a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. In summary, the third point emphasizes the importance of being a good listener and speaking with moderation when interacting with women. High-value men excel in this area, making women feel truly valued by actively listening and showing genuine interest in their thoughts and feelings. By practicing empathy, asking thoughtful questions, and maintaining a balanced conversation, you can create a deeper connection and build strong, healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. The fourth point underscores the critical need to avoid insincere compliments and predictable phrases when interacting with women. High-value men understand the importance of authenticity over superficiality, recognizing that genuine self-confidence and true expression are far more attractive than a barrage of empty words. In a world filled with cliché compliments and overused phrases, it can be easy to fall into the trap of saying what you think women want to hear. However, these common cliched compliments are often perceived as desperate and inauthentic, significantly diminishing your value in their eyes. Instead of resorting to tired, overused phrases, focus on being genuine and unique in your way of communicating. By doing so, you set yourself apart from others and show that you are paying attention and genuinely appreciating her unique qualities. For instance, rather than offering a generic compliment like "you're beautiful," which she has likely heard countless times before, try to be more specific and heartfelt. You might say something like, "I admire the way you express yourself. It's truly captivating." This type of remark shows that you are not only noticing her appearance, but also valuing her personality and the way she communicates. It demonstrates a deeper level of appreciation and thoughtfulness, making your compliment stand out. High-value men recognize that true confidence and self-assurance come from within. They do not rely on hollow flattery to win favor, but instead focus on building genuine connections through sincere and meaningful interaction. When you choose to be genuine and unique in your way of communicating, you set yourself apart from others who rely on tired, overused phrases. This approach not only feels more authentic to the recipient, but also showcases your self-assurance and depth of character. Authenticity is key in any interaction. Women are more likely to respond positively to someone who comes across as real and self-assured, rather than someone who seems to be trying too hard to impress. By maintaining this level of authenticity, you build a deeper, more meaningful connection. Women appreciate men who are genuine and confident in their approach, as it shows that they are comfortable in their skin and do not need to rely on superficial tactics to make a good impression. Moreover, being genuine and sincere in your compliments helps to build trust and respect in the relationship. When a woman feels that you are being honest and authentic in your interactions, she is more likely to feel comfortable and open up to you. This creates a positive feedback loop where both parties feel valued and appreciated, leading to a stronger and more meaningful connection. It is essential to understand that high-value men do not feel the need to exaggerate or be insincere to gain a woman's favor. They are confident in their worth and understand that authenticity and sincerity are far more attractive qualities. By focusing on being genuine and unique in your compliments, you demonstrate your self-assurance and depth of character, setting yourself apart from others who rely on superficial flattery. In conclusion, the fourth point highlights the importance of avoiding insincere compliments and predictable phrases when interacting with women. High-value men understand the power of authenticity over superficiality and recognize that true confidence and self-assurance come from within. By focusing on being genuine and unique in your compliments, you set yourself apart from others and build a deeper, more meaningful connection. Women appreciate men who are genuine and confident in their approach, as it shows that they are comfortable in their skin and do not need to rely on superficial tactics to make a good impression. By maintaining this level of authenticity and being mindful of the context in which you are giving compliments, you can build trust and respect in your relationships and create a stronger, more meaningful connection. The fifth point emphasizes the importance of not feeding a woman's ego. This principle is crucial in interactions because when women receive an abundance of attention from multiple men, it can lead to an inflated sense of self. While it is entirely natural to want to feel appreciated and valued, a high-value man understands the pitfalls of excessively boosting a woman's ego and consciously chooses to avoid this behavior. Instead of exaggerating her importance or placing her on a pedestal, treat the woman with the same level of respect and consideration you would extend to anyone else. High-value men recognize that constantly exalting her ego can lead to an imbalance in the relationship dynamics, fostering an environment where she might not fully appreciate or respect him. When you refrain from excessively feeding her ego, you maintain a balanced and grounded interaction, which is essential for building genuine and healthy connection. Moreover, by not excessively boosting her ego, you avoid being perceived as desperate or ordinary. Women are often accustomed to receiving praise and adulation from men who may be seeking their favor. When a woman encounters a man who treats her with balanced respect and does not succumb to the common practice of ego inflation, she is more likely to see him as unique and self-assured. This approach sets you apart from others and highlights your own self-respect and confidence. High-value men understand that a woman's sense of self-worth should not be disproportionately inflated by external validation. They know that genuine connections are built on mutual respect and understanding, rather than on one party constantly seeking to elevate the other's ego. This awareness is particularly important when interacting with women who are used to receiving a lot of attention and praise. By treating these women with the same respect and consideration you would extend to anyone else, you demonstrate your own high value and self-respect. Additionally, avoiding the trap of feeding a woman's ego helps to maintain a sense of equality and balance in the relationship. When one person constantly receives ego boosts, it can create an unhealthy dynamic where the other person feels the need to continually seek approval or validation. This can lead to a cycle of dependency and imbalance, which is detrimental to the development of a healthy and sustainable relationship. High-value men recognize the importance of maintaining their own self-respect and ensuring that their actions are guided by genuine appreciation rather than a need to impress or gain favor. Furthermore, by not excessively feeding a woman's ego, you also avoid the risk of creating unrealistic expectations. When a woman is constantly praised and exalted, she may develop an inflated sense of self that is not reflective of reality. This can lead to disappointment and disillusionment when the reality does not match the inflated expectations. High-value men understand the importance of being genuine and honest in their interactions, ensuring that their actions and words are aligned with their true feelings and intentions. In essence, treating women with balanced respect and not feeding into the hype demonstrates your own high value and self-respect. It shows that you are confident and secure in yourself, and that you do not need to resort to excessive praise or flattery to gain approval. This approach is particularly effective in interactions with women who are used to receiving a lot of attention, as it sets you apart as someone who values genuine connection over superficial validation. In summary, it is essential to remember that there are no unattainable women. There are simply men who make them believe they are. By avoiding the trap of feeding a woman's ego, you position yourself as a confident, high-value man who treats everyone with genuine respect and consideration. This approach not only helps to build more meaningful and balanced relationships, but also ensures that your interactions are grounded in authenticity and mutual respect. By maintaining this level of integrity and self-respect, you can create connections that are truly fulfilling and sustainable, based on a foundation of genuine appreciation and mutual understanding. Finally, the sixth and final point delves into the critical role of flirting with confidence in building successful and meaningful interactions with women. Flirting is not merely about conveying interest. It's an art form that, when executed with confidence, can create a magnetic and engaging atmosphere. High-value men understand that their demeanor, approach, and attitude in flirting can significantly influence how they are perceived and how their interactions unfold. Flirting with confidence begins with a mindset of self-assurance and genuine interest. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and expressing your interest in a way that feels natural and authentic. This confidence is not about arrogance or bravado. It's about conveying a sense of certainty and ease in your interactions. When you flirt confidently, you exude a positive energy that is both attractive and inviting. A key element of confident flirting is the ability to send subtle and playful signals that indicate your interest. This can be through body language, such as maintaining eye contact, offering a warm smile, or using gentle touches that communicate your intentions without being overt or aggressive. These nonverbal cues are powerful in conveying attraction and can often speak louder than words. Verbal communication also plays a crucial role in confident flirting. High-value men know how to engage in witty banter, tease playfully, and compliment sincerely. Their words are chosen carefully to reflect genuine admiration and interest. Rather than relying on cliché pickup lines or insincere flattery, they focus on making the woman feel appreciated and unique. For example, instead of saying something generic like, "You're beautiful," a confident flirt might say, "I love the way you light up when you talk about your passions." This shows that they are paying attention and value the woman's individuality. Another important aspect of confident flirting is the ability to balance self-disclosure with mystery. High-value men understand that revealing too much too soon can diminish intrigue. Instead, they offer glimpses into their lives and personalities, sharing interesting stories and experiences that pique curiosity without laying everything on the table. This balance keeps the interaction dynamic and leaves the woman wanting to know more. Humor is a vital tool in the arsenal of confident flirting. Laughter creates a bond and makes interactions enjoyable and memorable. High-value men use humor to create a light-hearted and relaxed atmosphere, making the woman feel comfortable and at ease. They are not afraid to laugh at themselves or make playful jokes that highlight their wit and charm. Moreover, confident flirting involves being decisive and taking initiative. High-value men are not afraid to make the first move or express their interest clearly. They understand that hesitation or ambiguity can be misconstrued as a lack of interest or confidence. By being straightforward and decisive, they demonstrate their intentions and create a sense of clarity in their interactions. It's also important to note that confident flirting respects boundaries and is attuned to the woman's responses. High-value men are perceptive and responsive to cues, ensuring that their advances are welcome and reciprocated. They understand that confidence should never cross into coercion or disregard for the woman's comfort and consent. Respectful and attentive flirting fosters a safe and enjoyable interaction for both parties. Flirting with confidence also involves maintaining a sense of composure and emotional stability. High-value men do not allow themselves to be easily flustered or discouraged by setbacks. They remain poised and collected, even in the face of rejection or disinterest. This resilience reflects their self-assurance and reinforces the perception of their high value. Ultimately, confident flirting is about being authentic and true to oneself. High-value men do not adopt a persona or put on an act to impress. They embrace their genuine selves and allow their natural charm and personality to shine through. This authenticity is deeply attractive because it builds trust and connection. In summary, the importance of flirting with confidence cannot be overstated. It is a multifaceted skill that combines self-assurance, genuine interest, playful engagement, and respectful boundaries. High-value men master this art by being authentic, decisive, humorous, and emotionally stable in their interactions. By embracing these principles, they create captivating and meaningful connections that go beyond superficial attraction. Flirting with confidence is not just about winning someone over. It's about building a foundation of mutual respect, admiration, and genuine connection. Stoicism encourages individuals to approach sex and beauty with moderation, self-discipline, and a focus on inner virtue rather than external desires. By practicing self-control and cultivating virtuous qualities, the Stoics believe that individuals can attain a deeper sense of fulfillment and contentment in their lives. In summary, being a high-value man is not about being perfect, but about being authentic in our relationships with women. By applying these 6 techniques, we can strengthen our relationships and become men who inspire respect, trust, and admiration. If you find this content useful, I invite you to subscribe and leave a like. I hope you find value in the video and that you can share your experiences so that together we can grow and become high-value men. Additionally, if you have suggestions for topics for future videos, feel free to share them. I sincerely appreciate you for making it this far and congratulate you on your interest in self-improvement. I truly hope that this message has been useful to you. Reaching this point means that you are dedicated to improving as a person, and I commend you for that. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment. If you're unsure what to comment, simply write, "I dare," so I know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, warrior. By how high-value men speak to women, you'll conquer them. High-value men must know Stoic life lessons. Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day as you embark on this exciting journey. Please, come along and let's dive into number 1. Let's go. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, high-value men don't just exist. They make a lasting impact by the way they carry themselves and interact with women. In today's video, we'll explore 6 game-changing techniques that high-value men use to conquer relationships with confidence and authenticity. Have you ever wondered how to strike the perfect balance between being magnetic and staying true to yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay ahead with Stoic life lessons. Your journey to becoming the man who inspires starts now. Let's get into it. Avoid being overly nice. Being overly nice, as many men believe, might seem like a path to winning a woman's favor, but more often than not, it leads to the exact opposite. Excessive kindness, especially when it's not genuine but rooted in the need for approval, can quickly be interpreted as weakness or desperation. Women, like all people, can sense when someone is bending over backward to seek validation. A high-value man, however, does not act out of fear of rejection or in a bid to be liked. He's kind, yes, but his kindness comes from a place of inner strength and security, not from a desire to be accepted or to avoid confrontation. This is the difference between a man who is liked and respected and one who is simply tolerated. As Marcus Aurelius once said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. In modern life, this balance is more important than ever. We live in a world where social dynamics are constantly shifting, and it's easy to feel lost in the chaos of dating and relationships. Many men fall into the trap of thinking that being overly nice will somehow make them stand out, but high-value men understand that authenticity trumps all. They don't pretend to be someone they're not, and they don't perform acts of kindness in hopes of getting something in return. Instead, they lead with genuine kindness that is tempered by strong boundaries and a clear sense of self-worth. This approach ensures that their kindness is respected, not taken for granted. Women, like everyone else, respect a man who respects himself. And truly, if you're ready to embark on this journey, comment yes. I'm ready to show your determination. If not, continue to follow along to gain more valuable insights. Introduce intrigue and mystery. When you speak to a woman as a high-value man, your words should carry more than just meaning. They should leave an impression. You must engage her on a deeper level, drawing her in by being unpredictable while still commanding her respect. The key is in introducing intrigue and mystery, because women are naturally drawn to men who keep them guessing and maintain a sense of excitement and fascination. Mundane topics and predictable conversation patterns will quickly lose their luster. But when you speak in a way that captivates her attention, you stand out from the rest. Picture this: when most men ask dull questions about her day or the weather, you dig deeper, drawing her into conversations that awaken her mind and ignite her curiosity. By doing so, you offer something valuable, a glimpse of your intelligence, emotional control, and wisdom, all wrapped in a shroud of mystery. This is how high-value men win women over, not through empty flattery or superficial charm, but by offering depth and substance that sparks genuine interest. Let me tell you a story to bring this concept to life. There was a man, let's call him Chris. Chris was a high-value man, not because of his looks or wealth, but because of the way he carried himself in conversation. One day, he met a woman who had grown tired of the predictable compliments and empty chatter that came from men trying to impress her. But when Chris spoke to her, he didn't rush to shower her with compliments. Instead, he shared a story about his love for traveling, not just about the places he'd been, but about the people he'd met, the lessons he'd learned, and the moments that changed his perspective on life. He didn't reveal everything at once. Each conversation with him felt like peeling back the layers of a fascinating book she couldn't put down. His approach wasn't to seek validation or approval. He was simply being his authentic self, confident in his own stoic happiness. Over time, she found herself intrigued, not by his appearance or his status, but by his depth, wisdom, and emotional intelligence. This story perfectly illustrates how the power of mystery and substance in conversation can leave a lasting impression. Are you creating conversations that pull her in, or are you blending in with the noise of the same old routines? As a high-value man, it's essential to elevate your conversations, not just to impress, but to offer a unique connection that's rooted in genuine interest and thoughtful engagement. When you maintain this balance of mystery and depth, it becomes less about chasing and more about drawing her toward you. And isn't that the essence of stoic happiness? To be so secure in who you are that you naturally attract what you seek without overexertion or desperation. This approach reflects the principles of Stoicism today, maintaining emotional balance, living authentically, and not being swayed by external validation. The lesson is simple. High-value men speak in ways that captivate and inspire. Their words carry weight because they are intentional, thoughtful, and engaging. They do not reveal everything at once, but they also do not shy away from showing who they truly are. By keeping a sense of mystery and depth, you make it clear that your time and energy are valuable, and those who wish to be part of your life must meet you on that higher plane of thought and conversation. The next time you engage with a woman, remember this. It's not about dazzling her with words, but about creating a connection that feels real, meaningful, and full of possibility. Are you ready to stop blending in and start creating those impactful conversations? Because when you do, you'll realize that the right words used in the right way can conquer more than just a woman's attention. They can conquer her admiration and respect. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. If you find this video good, please tip me $2 so I can give it to the content writer immediately. If you find it bad, please comment below so I can fire him immediately. Introduce intrigue and mystery. When you speak to a woman as a high-value man, your words should carry more than just meaning. They should leave an impression. You must engage her on a deeper level, drawing her in by being unpredictable while still commanding her respect. The key is in introducing intrigue and mystery, because women are naturally drawn to men who keep them guessing and maintain a sense of excitement and fascination. Mundane topics and predictable conversation patterns will quickly lose their luster. But when you speak in a way that captivates her attention, you stand out from the rest. Picture this: when most men ask dull questions about her day or the weather, you dig deeper, drawing her into conversations that awaken her mind and ignite her curiosity. By doing so, you offer something valuable. A glimpse of your intelligence, emotional control, and wisdom, all wrapped in a shroud of mystery. This is how high-value men win women over, not through empty flattery or superficial charm, but by offering depth and substance that sparks genuine interest. Let me tell you a story to bring this concept to life. There was a man, let's call him Chris. Chris was a high-value man, not because of his looks or wealth, but because of the way he carried himself in conversation. One day, he met a woman who had grown tired of the predictable compliments and empty chatter that came from men trying to impress her. But when Chris spoke to her, he didn't rush to shower her with compliments. Instead, he shared a story about his love for traveling, not just about the places he'd been, but about the people he'd met, the lessons he'd learned, and the moments that changed his perspective on life. He didn't reveal everything at once. Each conversation with him felt like peeling back the layers of a fascinating book she couldn't put down. His approach wasn't to seek validation or approval. He was simply being his authentic self, confident in his own stoic happiness. Over time, she found herself intrigued, not by his appearance or his status, but by his depth, wisdom, and emotional intelligence. This story perfectly illustrates how the power of mystery and substance in conversation can leave a lasting impression. Are you creating conversations that pull her in, or are you blending in with the noise of the same old routines? As a high-value man, it's essential to elevate your conversations, not just to impress, but to offer a unique connection that's rooted in genuine interest and thoughtful engagement. When you maintain this balance of mystery and depth, it becomes less about chasing and more about drawing her toward you. And isn't that the essence of stoic happiness? To be so secure in who you are that you naturally attract what you seek without overexertion or desperation. This approach reflects the principles of Stoicism today, maintaining emotional balance, living authentically, and not being swayed by external validation. The lesson is simple. High-value men speak in ways that captivate and inspire. Their words carry weight because they are intentional, thoughtful, and engaging. They do not reveal everything at once, but they also do not shy away from showing who they truly are. By keeping a sense of mystery and depth, you make it clear that your time and energy are valuable, and those who wish to be part of your life must meet you on that higher plane of thought and conversation. The next time you engage with a woman, remember this. It's not about dazzling her with words, but about creating a connection that feels real, meaningful, and full of possibility. Are you ready to stop blending in and start creating those impactful conversations? Because when you do, you'll realize that the right words used in the right way can conquer more than just a woman's attention. They can conquer her admiration and respect. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. Embrace authenticity. Do you ever feel like you're caught up in a script, saying what you think women want to hear, but it doesn't seem to work? That's because many men fall into the trap of relying on empty compliments and cliché phrases, thinking they'll win women over. But here's the thing. Authenticity is the true currency of attraction. As a high-value man, you need to embrace who you are and communicate from a place of genuine appreciation. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts," meaning that your inner truth and mindset shine through in your words. Superficial flattery may catch someone's attention momentarily, but it won't leave a lasting impression, especially on women who value authenticity. When you speak to women, avoid falling back on generic lines or compliments that feel rehearsed. Women can sense when you're just saying something to get a reaction, and it can come off as insincere. Instead, pay attention to her as a person. High-value men observe the little details about a woman's character, her unique qualities, her passions, and speak to those truths. For instance, instead of simply telling her she looks nice, focus on something meaningful, like her confidence or the way she handles herself in challenging situations. That level of genuine appreciation isn't just rare, it's magnetic. In today's world, where conversations are often shallow, taking the time to truly see someone for who they are sets you apart as a high-value man. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and the way we perceive others. When you embody this philosophy, women will naturally be drawn to you because you offer something real. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about cultivating an honest connection based on respect and integrity, which are central to Stoic life lessons. Every conversation and every compliment you offer should reflect what is Stoicism, an unwavering commitment to truth and self-discipline. If you aim to attract the right kind of woman, you must project authenticity at every turn. Women today are bombarded with shallow attention and superficial words, And they've become adept at identifying when someone is putting on a fade. High-value men don't do that. They speak clearly, with intention, grounded in their sense of purpose. That is what sets them apart in the eyes of women who value substance over style. Being genuine also requires you to be comfortable with vulnerability. While many men think they need to put on a show of invincibility, it's often the raw, real moments that create the deepest connections. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This means that expressing genuine appreciation isn't about perfect timing or finding the right words, but about how you show up authentically in each moment. Women will be drawn to the quiet confidence that comes with knowing yourself and not being afraid to express what you truly admire in another person. The key to unlocking a woman's admiration isn't in rehearsing clever lines or trying to mold yourself into what you think she wants. It's about having the self-respect and awareness to recognize her worth and express it in a way that aligns with your value. The more you practice this, the more natural it will feel, and the more you'll attract the kind of women who appreciate your genuine nature. High-value men conquer the hearts of women not by chasing them with empty words, but by drawing them in through their authenticity, strength, and quiet self-assurance. So, the next time you find yourself talking to a woman, remember this simple rule: speak from your core. Let your words reflect who you truly are, and you will find that the women who deserve to be in your life will be the ones who are attracted to your authenticity. This is not only how you win a woman's heart, but it is also how you conquer your own insecurities and reach your full potential as a high-value man. Stay grounded in stoicism and let your interactions reflect the principles of Stoic life lessons that emphasize truth, respect, and genuine connection. This is the way of the high-value man, and this is how you win not only in relationships but in life. If you find this awesome, comment below high-value man so we can all work towards becoming awesome people together. Avoid feeding her ego. When it comes to how high-value men speak to women, there's a core principle that sets them apart. They don't feed into a woman's ego excessively. This doesn't mean they disrespect or devalue women. In fact, it's quite the opposite. High-value men recognize the importance of balanced respect. They know that treating a woman like a queen just to win her approval is not the path to a healthy, stoic relationship. Instead, they avoid putting her on a pedestal. Think about it. Have you ever seen relationships where one person becomes the center of everything, while the other constantly sacrifices, flatters, and bends over backward to please them? It creates a dynamic that feels more like idol worship than a partnership. High-value men, rooted in Stoic happiness and Stoicism today, understand that genuine relationships require both parties to meet each other as equals. The more you feed into someone's ego just to gain their affection, the more unbalanced things become, and eventually resentment can build. Why? Because admiration born from flattery is fleeting, while respect born from mutual understanding lasts. Let's consider a modern example to really drive this home. Picture a successful businessman who meets a woman he finds intriguing. She's beautiful, confident, and accustomed to being complimented everywhere she goes. But instead of showering her with endless flattery like everyone else does, this man engages her in meaningful conversations, challenges her ideas, and treats her like an equal. He doesn't constantly affirm her looks or go out of his way to win her approval. And what happens? She becomes more intrigued, More interested because he's not just another guy feeding her ego. He's someone who sees her as a person, not just as someone to impress. His approach, grounded in Stoic principles, builds real attraction, respect, and ultimately a deeper connection. The lesson here is that high-value men don't play the role of a sycophant. They create an environment where mutual respect grows organically. Now ask yourself this: when was the last time you focused on respecting someone rather than feeding their ego? How do you feel when someone genuinely engages with you as an equal rather than trying to win your approval? This subtle difference, respecting rather than boosting someone's ego, is a key principle in relationships that foster growth and mutual admiration. High-value men know that by maintaining their own self-respect, they create a balance where both partners can thrive, rather than one person always seeking validation from the other. It's about being confident in yourself and not needing to prove your worth through constant praise. This approach not only earns respect from women, but also aligns with the teachings of Stoicism today, where happiness is derived from inner contentment, not external validation. The takeaway is simple. If you want to build meaningful, balanced relationships, avoid putting anyone on a pedestal. Respect them for who they are, and expect the same in return. This doesn't mean withholding kindness or compliments, but rather offering them in a way that feels genuine, not as a tool to inflate someone's ego. In doing so, you foster a connection built on mutual respect, where both partners stand on equal footing. And that's where true Stoic happiness lies. So, next time you find yourself tempted to overpraise or put someone on a pedestal, pause and ask, am I doing this out of genuine admiration, or am I trying to gain approval? The answer will guide you toward healthier, more balanced relationships. If you find these insights helpful, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue to explore the profound influence of Stoicism together. Flirt with confidence. Let's talk about how high-value men speak to women and why communication is the key to effortlessly winning hearts. When you understand how to flirt with confidence, you set yourself apart from the average guy, creating a dynamic that is fun and magnetic. Flirting isn't about being overly aggressive or trying too hard. It's about mastering the art of self-assuredness. A high-value man knows who he is, and that quiet confidence makes him irresistible. Think of it as a dance. Your words and actions should flow with ease, as if you're already comfortable in your own skin. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This Stoic mindset applies to how you handle interactions with women. If you approach conversations with calm self-belief, the energy you project will be more attractive than any pickup line or flashy behavior. Picture this. You're in a social setting, and instead of feeling pressured to impress, you focus on enjoying the moment. Your body language shows that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone, especially the woman you're talking to. This inner peace and assurance, core traits of Stoicism, set high-value men apart. Women can sense desperation, and nothing is more off-putting. But when you flirt with confidence, you send a message. I'm here, and if you're interested, great. If not, that's fine too. You're not seeking validation. You're secure in who you are. So, how can you cultivate this confidence? Start by practicing mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts and actions. Are you acting out of fear, Or are you engaging with curiosity and fun? Flirting should be playful, not a goal. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself and detach from outcomes, women will naturally be drawn to your confidence. This is the essence of being a high-value man, knowing your worth, living by your values, and letting your presence do the work. Maintain integrity. Being a high-value man isn't about using flashy tactics or playing mind games. It's about embracing integrity and staying true to who you are. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be." High-value men maintain their dignity and never allow themselves to be manipulated or bent to someone else's will. In today's world, with social media personas and surface-level interactions, it's easy to think that certain people, especially women, are unattainable. However, no one is out of reach if you carry yourself with confidence, respect, and authenticity. Stoic life lessons remind us that our responses to external events, including interactions with women, should be governed by our internal compass, not by others' expectations or manipulation. High-value men are steadfast in their principles. They don't feel the need to impress by losing themselves in the pursuit of approval. Relationships built on mutual respect are what matter, and assertiveness in values is key. Stoicism teaches us to live a life of virtue where actions reflect character, not insecurities. The most valuable relationships are grounded in honesty, and authenticity will attract those who truly appreciate it. The key is to never allow anyone to control your self-worth or manipulate your emotions. When you operate from a place of confidence and self-respect, you naturally attract genuine connections. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." High-value men know their worth is intrinsic, determined by their actions and choices. Uphold your integrity, stay authentic, and navigate relationships with the calm assurance of a true Stoic. By doing so, you'll not only conquer relationships, but life itself. Focus on Stoic values. In today's fast-paced world, where fleeting attractions often take center stage, high-value men distinguish themselves by adhering to Stoic principles such as self-discipline and inner virtue. Rather than focusing on outward appearances or seeking validation, these men prioritize building strong character and mastering their thoughts, actions, and responses. A high-value man understands that real power in relationships comes from inner strength. He knows that being grounded in his values and maintaining self-assurance will naturally draw meaningful connections to him. This kind of man commands respect through his presence, not through arrogance but through quiet confidence. His stoic demeanor ensures that he listens intently, speaks thoughtfully, and remains calm in difficult conversations. For instance, during a heated argument, a high-value man doesn't let emotions dictate his reactions. Instead, he pauses, reflects, and responds in a composed manner, aiming for productive dialogue. A great example of this can be seen in the story of David, a young entrepreneur who remained patient and understanding during a tense discussion with his girlfriend. By staying grounded in his Stoic values, David not only diffused the situation, but also strengthened their relationship. The lesson here is that high-value men don't chase approval. Their self-worth is rooted in who they are and how they live. Their discipline and commitment to personal growth naturally attract genuine connections. Stoicism teaches that mastering oneself leads to mastery of life. And this is as relevant in relationships as it is in other aspects of life. Real power comes from being grounded in who you are. When you practice values like self-discipline and patience, you cultivate relationships based on trust and mutual respect, making you a magnet for meaningful and lasting connections. Conclusion. It's about authenticity in how we speak and interact with women. By embracing these 6 powerful techniques, you'll not only elevate your relationships, but also inspire respect and admiration. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. We're on this journey together. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your experience applying these techniques? Share your insights in the comments. If you're still with me, just drop "I dare" below so I know you're committed to growth. And if you haven't yet subscribed, now's the perfect time to join our community of high-value men. Until next time, warrior, keep growing. Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day. Please comment number 1 to start this exciting journey. Let's go. Have you ever wondered what truly captivates a woman's attention? There's a subtle power in words, especially when you know exactly what to say. Women are turned on when you convey genuine confidence, authenticity, and emotional connection. In fact, 99% of all women are turned on when you say this one word that resonates deeply with their emotions. But what is this word, and how can it transform your interactions? Let's explore how understanding this can lead to deeper connections and reveal the key to sparking attraction. Are you ready to discover what truly turns women on? Number 1. Flirting word. When it comes to flirting, sometimes a playful acknowledgement can turn the conversation up a notch. Imagine you're in a lighthearted exchange, and suddenly someone says, "You're so hitting on me right now." What happens next? The line doesn't just reveal the unspoken, it adds a spark, turning the moment into a game of wits and attraction. Let's take a look at how this plays out. "Jake, hey, I noticed you've been working out a lot lately. You look really fit." "Emily, thanks, Jake. I've been trying to stay healthy." "Jake, well, it's definitely paying off. You look amazing." Emily smirks. "Emily, you're so hitting on me right now, aren't you?" Jake laughs. "Jake, I guess I am, but can you blame me? You're hard to resist." Emily, "Well, maybe I like that you're trying, but what are you going to do about it?" Jake, "How about I take you out to dinner and we see where this goes?" Emily, "I might just say yes to that." Playful banter isn't just a way to break the ice. It's a powerful tool for creating a connection grounded in mutual acknowledgement and confidence. When Emily playfully teases Jake with a line like, "You're so hitting on me right now," she's doing more than just calling him out. She's inviting him to rise to the occasion and engage in a game of wit and attraction. Jake, by admitting his interest with a smile, is being honest but in a way that keeps the mood light and fun. This kind of interaction works because it blends honesty with humor, transforming what could be an awkward moment into a shared laugh that deepens their connection. The effectiveness of this approach lies in the balance It strikes between transparency and playfulness. The Stoics might remind us that being honest about our intentions is crucial for building genuine relationships. However, it's not just about being direct. It's also about the delivery. By adding humor or a touch of teasing, you show that you're comfortable in your skin, confident, and able to enjoy the moment without taking yourself too seriously. These are traits that naturally draw people in and make you more attractive. So, the next time you find yourself in a flirtatious exchange, don't shy away from acknowledging the obvious. Lean into it with a smile and a witty comeback. By doing so, you not only keep the conversation engaging, but also show that you're confident and unafraid to express your feelings, even in a playful context. This openness can pave the way for deeper connections, whether it's leading to a dinner date or something even more meaningful. Embracing these moments with light-hearted honesty can turn a simple flirtation into the start of something special, showing that sometimes the best way to connect is through laughter and a little playful banter. Number 2, sincere compliments. When you try to say the right thing, it doesn't always come out as you hoped. Complimenting someone, especially a woman, can feel like you're navigating a tricky maze. But here's the thing, everyone appreciates a good compliment. The catch: there's a fine line between a sincere compliment and empty flattery. Flattery is like a hollow shell, something you say just to make someone feel good in the moment, but it doesn't carry any weight. A true compliment, though, is genuine. It's rooted in sincerity and makes the other person genuinely happy. So how do you master the art of sincere compliments? First, make sure your compliments are real. It's not just about throwing out nice words. You have to mean them. For instance, if you and your date have just watched a thought-provoking documentary, don't just ask if she liked it. Go deeper. Say, what did you think about the director's approach? Or how did you feel about the arguments they made? This shows her that you value her thoughts and see her as an intelligent individual. That's a genuine compliment right there. Remember, true compliments aren't just about appearances. They're about recognizing who she is and what she does. When she achieves something, whether it's a small victory or a major milestone, acknowledge her effort. Saying something like, "I'm really impressed by how you handled that situation," shows that you respect her abilities and are paying attention. Another key to a sincere compliment is focusing on specifics. Be clear about what impresses you. If she offers a unique perspective during a conversation, let her know. Your take on that was really insightful. It made me see things in a new light. This type of compliment is memorable because it's personal and genuine. The ultimate goal of a true compliment is to connect on a deeper level. It's about building a connection that respects and values her as a whole person. When you compliment this way, you're not just making her feel good in the moment, you're laying the groundwork for mutual respect and appreciation. And that's the foundation of any meaningful relationship. So next time you want to compliment someone, think about what you really admire in them. Speak from the heart, be specific, and watch how it strengthens your connection. You'll not only make her day, but also improve your relationship in the long run. Now, what's your take on this approach? Do you see how this could make your compliments more impactful? Number 3, funny Love words. You know that magical moment when everything just clicks between you and her. Maybe you're both laughing at a joke only the two of you would find hilarious, or perhaps you're sharing a personal story that shifts the mood to something warmer, more intimate. The air is filled with an undeniable connection, one that's growing stronger with every word, every shared smile. Suddenly, you find yourself leaning in with a playful grin and say, "You're falling in love with me right now, aren't you?" This line isn't just a random piece of flirtation, it's a master stroke. It's unexpected, sure. It catches her off guard in a way that's both charming and confident, showing that you're not just aware of what's happening between you, but that you're comfortable acknowledging it. By suggesting she might be falling for you, you're essentially saying, "I see what's going on here, and I'm totally cool with it if you are." It's like laying down your cards without actually revealing your hand. The genius of this approach is that it doesn't pressure her into admitting anything she's not ready to say. Instead, it gives her the space to play along. If she responds with a laugh and says, "Maybe I am," or even playfully denies it, you've got your green light. She's enjoying the moment, and the connection you're building is genuine. This approach goes beyond breaking the ice. It deepens the intimacy between you. It's not just about the words. It's about recognizing that something special is happening, something worth exploring together. By putting it out there, you're signaling that you're both in sync and ready to see where this could lead. This moment of playful teasing isn't just about fun. It's about creating a shared experience that strengthens your bond. There's even science to back this up. Studies show that playful teasing can strengthen relationships, fostering a sense of connection and trust. When you share a laugh, especially in a moment as charged as this, it creates a little inside joke, a secret between just the two of you that you can both look back on with fondness. The beauty of this approach is that it takes what could be a nerve-wracking moment of vulnerability and turns it into something lighthearted and fun. It's a way of saying, "I'm into you, and I'm cool if you're into me too," without making it feel like a big, heavy declaration. It keeps things playful and leaves the door open for her to respond in a way that feels comfortable for her. Maybe she'll laugh and say, "Maybe I am," or she might tease you right back. Either way, you're both on the same page, enjoying the moment and the connection that's unfolding between you. So, the next time you feel that connection sparking, don't be afraid to say it. "You're falling in love with me right now, aren't you?" It's bold, it's fun, and it just might be the beginning of something amazing. By embracing the moment with confidence and a sense of humor, you're not only showing her that you're comfortable with where things are headed, but you're also making it clear that you're ready to explore what's next together. The beauty of this kind of playful acknowledgement is that it opens the door to deeper intimacy in a way that feels natural and unforced. It's not about rushing anything or pushing her to admit feelings she's not ready to express. Instead, it's about enjoying the moment, reveling in the connection you're sharing, and letting her know that you're aware of the special bond that's forming between you. In a world where dating can sometimes feel like a series of games and guesswork, this approach is refreshingly straightforward while still maintaining the excitement of the unknown. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. So go ahead, take the leap, and see where that playful line can lead. It might just be the start of something truly extraordinary. Number 4. Flattering words. Have you ever noticed how a good laugh can change everything? When you're around someone who's genuinely funny, it's like the whole world lights up. Humor has a way of breaking down barriers, easing tensions, and making even the toughest days feel a little lighter. Now, imagine celebrating that humor, especially in a woman you admire. Too often, we overlook how a woman's wit adds a unique spark to every conversation, bringing joy and warmth into the mix. The next time she cracks a joke or says something witty, don't just laugh. Let her know how much you appreciate it. Say something like, "You're so funny," "I love how you always make me laugh," or "Your sense of humor is awesome. It really brightens my day." Why does this matter? Well, humor is more than just about getting laughs. It's a sign of intelligence, creativity, and a unique perspective on the world. By acknowledging her humor, you're not just enjoying a moment of laughter, you're appreciating her for who she is and the way she sees the world. And trust me, that means a lot. Humor is often a reflection of someone's personality and intellect, and by recognizing it, you're showing her that you see and value these qualities. But here's a crucial tip: let her have her moment. When she's being funny, don't try to outdo her or steal the spotlight. This isn't a competition. It's about appreciating her and showing that you're confident enough to let her shine. Sometimes, just laughing and enjoying the moment is the best response you can give. When she sends you a funny text or meme, take a moment to respond with genuine laughter or a positive comment. This not only keeps the fun going, but also creates a light-hearted and playful vibe between the two of you, reinforcing your connection. Think about it. When was the last time you really noticed something unique about her? Maybe it's her infectious laugh, the way her eyes light up when she's telling a story, or her quirky habit of always finding the silver lining in every situation. Complimenting these little things can make a big difference in how she feels. Tell her, "I love how your laugh is so infectious. It makes everyone around you smile," or "Your style is so unique. It really shows your creative side." These compliments go beyond surface-level flattery. They make her feel truly seen and appreciated for who she is. When she feels valued for her uniqueness, she's more likely to open up and be her true self around you. And that's where the real connection happens, when both of you feel comfortable enough to be authentic with each other. Humor plays a huge role in this process. It's not just about the jokes. It's about building a relationship where both of you can share laughter and joy, even on the toughest days. So, the next time she shows off her sense of humor, let her know how much you appreciate it. It's not just about enjoying the laughs. It's about deepening your connection one joke at a time. Acknowledging her humor, especially when it's something you genuinely admire, can transform the way she feels about herself and your relationship. Plus, isn't it amazing to be with someone who can make you smile no matter what's going on in your life? That kind of connection is rare, and it's worth nurturing every chance you get. Number 5. Words of time. Spending quality time with someone you care about isn't just about being in the same place. It's about truly connecting on a deeper, more meaningful level. The physical presence is merely the starting point. The real magic unfolds when you engage with each other, share experiences, and build lasting memories. Have you ever paused to tell her how much you cherish these moments together? When you say, "I really enjoy our time together," you're doing more than just uttering a phrase. You're expressing something profoundly meaningful. It's your way of showing her that even the simplest moments become extraordinary because of her presence, that she adds a special touch to your life. But why is this expression of appreciation so important? Because when you acknowledge the value of your time together, you're sending a powerful message. She matters to you. You're letting her know that she's not just someone to pass the time with, but someone who genuinely enriches your life. This simple, yet profound acknowledgement can significantly strengthen your bond, creating a foundation of mutual appreciation and affection that goes beyond the superficial. Whether you're embarking on an exciting adventure or simply relaxing at home, recognizing the joy she brings into your life makes your relationship that much more meaningful and fulfilling. Imagine the impact of saying something like, "You make everyday moments the best part of my day." This kind of compliment goes beyond the ordinary. It's not just about what you do together, but about the deeper connection that infuses those moments with significance. It's a statement that transcends surface-level praise. It's transformative. It shows that you value her not just for the things she does, but for who she is. It tells her that her presence is cherished, that she is appreciated, and that she plays an integral role in your happiness. The real beauty of expressing how much you love spending time together is that it encourages more of those cherished moments. When you make it clear that being with her is something you genuinely enjoy and treasure, you naturally make her want to spend more time with you as well. In a world where life is often busy and it's easy to take things for granted, this reminder keeps your relationship fresh, exciting, and strong. It acts as an anchor, grounding you both in what truly matters, each other. Furthermore, these expressions of appreciation don't just strengthen your bond, they also create a positive feedback loop. When you articulate how much you enjoy your time together, it reinforces the importance of those moments for both of you. It cultivates a shared sense of happiness and satisfaction, making your relationship a source of mutual joy and comfort. Over time, this foundation of shared appreciation can help weather the inevitable challenges that every relationship faces, providing a reservoir of positive feelings to draw upon when times get tough. So, the next time you're together, don't let the moment pass without letting her know how much it means to you. Building a foundation of shared happiness and appreciation is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to ensure that you both feel loved, valued, and important. After all, these moments of connection are the true essence of a lasting and fulfilling relationship. They're what make your bond special, unique, and enduring, something worth cherishing every day. Number 6. Appearance compliments. Compliments are a powerful way to express admiration and build connections, but how you deliver them can make all the difference. Sure, telling her she's beautiful is always appreciated, but have you ever considered how to make your compliments resonate on a deeper level? Instead of sticking to the usual, "You're pretty," imagine saying, "The way your eyes light up when you laugh is really beautiful." This kind of compliment goes beyond surface-level flattery. It shows that you're paying attention to the small details that make her unique. By highlighting something specific and personal, you demonstrate that you appreciate her not just for her looks, but for who she truly is. Complimenting someone's appearance, especially in the right context, can be a sweet gesture that brightens their day. On a date, for example, acknowledging her beauty can enhance the romantic atmosphere and make her feel special. However, it's important to recognize that context plays a crucial role in how your words are received. In a professional setting, for instance, compliments on appearance can sometimes feel out of place or even uncomfortable. This is where the art of balancing your compliments comes into play. Instead of solely focusing on physical attributes, try recognizing her intelligence, kindness, or sense of humor. This approach not only avoids potential awkwardness, but also shows that you value her as a complete person, appreciating her mind and character just as much as her outward appearance. True attraction goes far beyond physical looks. It's about being drawn to someone's essence, their personality, and the qualities that make them who they are. Compliments that reflect this understanding are far more meaningful and can leave a lasting impression. When you acknowledge something unique about her, like her quick wit, her compassionate nature, or even her determination, you're telling her that you see and appreciate her for more than just what's on the surface. This deeper level of recognition is what helps to build strong, authentic connections. Moreover, thoughtful compliments have a way of fostering mutual respect. When you take the time to notice and appreciate the qualities that truly define her, it shows that you're genuinely interested in who she is, not just how she looks. It's not about tossing out a generic "you're pretty" and moving on. Instead, it's about pausing to consider what you find genuinely special about her and expressing that in a way that feels authentic and sincere. This kind of thoughtful engagement can strengthen your bond, making her feel respected and valued for all that she is. Another aspect to consider is timing. Compliments are most impactful when they're delivered in the right moment. A well-timed compliment can lift her spirits, affirm her efforts, or simply make her feel seen and appreciated. Whether you're on a date, at work, or just spending time together, being mindful of when and how you compliment her can make your words resonate more deeply. It's about creating moments that feel genuine and connected, rather than forced or obligatory. So, the next time you're thinking of giving her a compliment, remember, it's not just about what you say, but how and when you say it. Keep it thoughtful, keep it real, and you'll not only make her feel respected and valued, but you'll also deepen your connection in a way that's truly meaningful. Compliments that are specific, sincere, and balanced with recognition of her deeper qualities have the power to not only brighten her day, but also to build a stronger, more genuine relationship between you. This thoughtful approach to compliments can transform a simple exchange into a meaningful moment of connection that resonates long after the words are spoken. Number 7. Secret words. When it comes to deepening a connection and sparking a thrilling conversation, one line that can work wonders is, "I have way too many terrible thoughts going through my mind right now." Why does this line hold so much power? It's all about how it mixes mystery, confidence, and vulnerability in just the right amounts. Think about it. By saying this, you're acknowledging the chemistry between you and her. You're not just stating the obvious, you're inviting her into a deeper, more intriguing connection. There's an unspoken promise of excitement and shared adventure, which is something everyone craves. Have you ever wondered why the unknown is so thrilling? It's because our brains are wired to seek out novelty and mystery, making this line an irresistible lure for her curiosity. But how you deliver it matters just as much as the words themselves. Picture this. You lean in slightly, closing the distance just enough to create a more intimate atmosphere. Your eyes lock, and you speak in a lower, more intimate tone. Maybe there's even a hint of mischief in your smile. What do you think she's going to feel at that moment? Likely, she'll be drawn in, wanting to know more, feeling the electric tension between you two. This approach is also about showing her that you're confident yet open, willing to be vulnerable. Sharing that she stirred something intense within you is a bold move, but it's also incredibly flattering. It's a way to tell her that being with you is an adventure, one filled with unexpected and thrilling moments. And who wouldn't want to be part of that? You might be wondering, what's the science behind this? Well, studies show that when people experience heightened emotional arousal, like the intrigue and excitement you're creating, they're more likely to form stronger bonds. So, this isn't just a clever line, it's backed by psychology. So why not give it a try? The next time you're in that perfect moment, drop this line and see how it transforms the conversation. How will she respond? Will she tease you back, ask what those thoughts are, or share something intriguing herself? Each possibility opens the door to a deeper connection. Isn't that what we're all after? A connection that goes beyond the surface into the thrilling unknown. In relationships, words hold incredible power, especially when they resonate with authenticity and intention. Imagine the impact when you speak from a place of confidence and understanding, knowing that 99% of all women are turned on when you say this. Those 7 simple yet profoundly seductive words turn women on because it's not just about the words themselves, but the emotion and sincerity behind them. This connection builds trust and deepens the bond between you. Remember, 99% of all women are turned on by this word because it speaks directly to their hearts. It's a reflection of how well you understand and appreciate them. Transitioning from exploring the powerful effects of specific words on women in All Women Are Turned On When You Say This, and 7 seductive words tested by 9,000 women, it's clear that language plays a pivotal role in attraction. But beyond words, creating an environment where women feel genuinely great around you is equally essential. In how to make women feel great around you, do this. You'll discover actionable steps that go beyond mere words, helping you foster connections that are both authentic and deeply fulfilling. Understanding these principles can elevate your interactions, ensuring that the women in your life not only feel attracted but also appreciated and valued. Let's dive into these key strategies. Understanding how to make women feel great around you is about more than just charm. It's about cultivating an atmosphere of trust and respect. When you focus on how to make a woman feel comfortable around you, it's essential to listen genuinely, show empathy, and be present. Stoic wisdom teaches us to control our reactions and approach every interaction with calmness and sincerity, qualities that naturally make others feel at ease. But how do you make her feel safer with you? Start by being consistent in your words and actions. Women are naturally drawn to those who exude reliability and emotional stability. How to attract women, then, isn't about flashy gestures, but about creating a space where she feels understood and valued. If you're curious about how to make a woman feel safe with you, consider this. It's not just about physical safety, but emotional security too. A woman who knows she can trust you will feel more connected, making your relationship stronger. Ready to explore these principles further? Dive in and discover how to make women feel great around you. Number 1. Approach without hesitation. Imagine you're at a lively networking event or a buzzing local bar filled with familiar faces and intriguing strangers. Your goal is simple: make a connection. But the moment you decide to approach someone, nerves hit and your mind goes blank. You start circling the room, glancing over a few times, but still can't muster the courage to say something. Does this sound familiar? Step 1. Approach with confidence. One of the most important aspects of attraction is confidence. Approaching someone without hesitation can set the tone for a positive interaction. Yet it's common to freeze up, unsure of what to say. Here's a practical solution. Have an opening line ready. This isn't about being robotic. It's a safety net for those moments when your mind blanks out. Instead of nervously walking around, confidently approach someone new and say, "Hi, I don't think we've met yet. I'm Mark." This simple line works wonders because it feels natural and explains why you're introducing yourself, making the approach seem less random or intrusive. Adding, "I don't think we've met yet," implies that you're already social and familiar with the environment, which can make the other person more comfortable. It subtly positions you as someone who belongs there, reducing any awkwardness. But what if the person doesn't show much interest initially? That's where resilience comes in. For example, if Mark's introduction is met with a playful tease or a lukewarm response, he could reply with something like, "No worries, I'm here to meet new people, and you seemed interesting." This keeps the conversation light, while also demonstrating that Mark isn't easily discouraged, a trait that can be attractive. Research in social psychology suggests that people are more likely to respond positively to confident and non-threatening approaches. By framing your introduction as something natural, you're tapping into this principle, making your first impression more impactful. Approaching with confidence and a well-thought-out opener can transform your social interactions. While not every encounter will lead to an instant connection, this approach increases your chances of starting meaningful conversations. So, next time you find yourself in a social setting, remember that the first 10 seconds can make all the difference. How will you use them? Number 2. Turn teasing into connection. You're at a lively social gathering, and a woman playfully teases you about your outfit. Instead of getting defensive or awkward, you flash a big smile and respond, "Oh, you're just jealous because I have the confidence to pull this off." She laughs, and suddenly the conversation flows more easily. You've just demonstrated a key principle in making women feel great around you, assuming good intent and responding positively to playful teasing. Some might think that responding to teasing with a positive attitude makes them look weak, but in reality, it's the opposite. Being defensive can make you appear reactive and less confident. A strong, confident person can handle a tease with grace and humor, which makes them more attractive and approachable. So how do you do this in a way that feels natural and not forced? Here's a simple two-step framework you can use. 1. Fake defensiveness with a smile. The next time someone teases you, respond with a mock defensive statement, but make sure to smile or laugh while doing it. For example, if someone jokes about your lack of cooking skills, you could say, "Well, I like to think of it as keeping my local restaurants in business." Your smile shows that you're not actually offended and that you're comfortable in your skin. 2. Tease them back playfully. Once you've shown that you're unfazed, you can tease them back in a friendly way. If they tease you about being late, you might say, "Oh, I just wanted to make a grand entrance." This keeps the interaction light and fun, showing that you can roll with the punches and enjoy a bit of playful banter. Think of a recent situation where you felt the need to defend yourself. How would it have gone differently if you had assumed the other person was just being playful? What if you had responded with humor instead of defensiveness? By shifting your perspective, you not only make the interaction more enjoyable for yourself, but also create a more positive atmosphere for everyone involved. It's important to note that this approach works best when the teasing is light and well-intentioned. If someone says something truly offensive, it's okay to set boundaries and not worry about maintaining a playful tone. As the Stoics would suggest, focus on what you can control, your reaction. Don't waste time trying to win over someone who's being genuinely rude. Instead, find someone who appreciates your positive energy. Science backs up this approach too. Research shows that humor can diffuse tension and build stronger social connections. By responding to teasing with humor and confidence, you're not just making others feel good. You're also strengthening your own social bonds. In the end, making women feel great around you isn't about trying too hard or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing a positive mindset, being comfortable with yourself, and knowing that a little laughter can go a long way in building connections. So, the next time someone teases you, smile, laugh, and let the conversation flow naturally. You might be surprised at how much more enjoyable your interactions become. Number 3, show respect through action. The evening is perfect. The conversation is flowing. But as you both walk out of the restaurant, you notice the chill in the air. Without hesitation, you offer her your jacket. It's a small gesture, but it speaks volumes. Why? Because respect is shown through actions, not just words. Respect in relationships isn't about grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent actions that demonstrate care and consideration. When you open a door for her, you're not just being polite. You're showing that you're attentive and that you value her presence. Being punctual is another way to show respect. It's a nonverbal way of saying your time is important to me. But respect goes beyond just these actions. It's also about understanding boundaries and treating her as an equal. In today's society, where gender equality is crucial, acknowledging and respecting her autonomy is vital. Are you listening when she speaks? Are you considerate of her feelings? These are the questions you should ask yourself. Let's take a closer look. John, a successful entrepreneur, was on his third date with Sarah. He made sure to be on time, opened doors, and even brought her favorite flowers. But what really impressed Sarah wasn't these traditional acts of chivalry. It was how John listened to her concerns about work, offering thoughtful advice without interrupting or dismissing her feelings. John respected Sarah's boundaries and her autonomy, which made her feel valued and understood. Respect is also about being mindful of how you treat her in social situations. Are you acknowledging her contributions in conversations? Are you giving her space to express her opinions? Scientific studies suggest that when people feel respected and valued, their oxytocin levels, the hormone responsible for bonding, increase, leading to stronger, more fulfilling relationships. But here's something to ponder. Are you respecting her in the way she wants to be respected? Or are you imposing your idea of respect on her? Everyone has different ways they prefer to be treated. For some, it might be through words of affirmation, while for others, it might be through actions. Understanding this is key to building a deep, meaningful connection. Respect also involves being considerate of her comfort. Are you paying attention to her body language? If she seems uneasy, are you adjusting your behavior? Making a woman feel great around you isn't about performing a checklist of polite behaviors. It's about genuinely caring for her well-being, understanding her as an individual, and consistently showing respect through your actions. So, ask yourself, how am I showing respect? And is it in a way that truly makes her feel valued? Number 4. Mastering the art of push-pull. Navigating the intricacies of attraction can feel like a delicate dance, but with the right techniques, you can make interactions enjoyable and memorable. The push-pull method is a fantastic tool for creating dynamic conversations that keep things lively and engaging. This approach involves a blend of teasing and genuine compliments, making your exchanges unpredictable and fun. Teasing sparks laughter and builds attraction, while sincere compliments create warmth and show that your playful remarks are made with affection, not malice. Imagine a scenario where Tom, a witty conversationalist, seamlessly uses the push-pull method to break the ice during a casual gathering. He playfully teases his friend Emily about her notorious habit of arriving fashionably late 3 times in 1 week. "Emily, you're making a habit of it," he quips, earning a chuckle. But then he follows up with a genuine compliment. "But honestly, whenever you walk in, the room just lights up." This combination of teasing and compliments ensures Emily feels appreciated and amused. One common challenge for men is delivering compliments without coming across as insincere or creepy. The key is to offer compliments that you would give regardless of physical attraction. For example, Tom might say, "Your sense of humor always makes my day better," to Emily or anyone else, regardless of romantic interest. This approach is grounded in sincerity, which is crucial for making women feel genuinely valued. When giving physical compliments, it's essential to project a vibe that you're simply expressing a genuine observation rather than expecting something in return. Consider how Tom might say, "You've got a great sense of style," with an easygoing tone that shows he isn't angling for anything beyond acknowledging what he appreciates. Practicing this skill can be straightforward and rewarding. Start by focusing on non-physical compliments, as these are less likely to be misinterpreted. If you notice something positive about someone, like their insightful perspective during a discussion, share it with them. For example, "I always learn something new when I talk to you," Tom might say to a colleague, expressing genuine appreciation. Adopting the push-pull method doesn't just make conversations more enjoyable, it also encourages emotional connection and builds rapport. By balancing light teasing with heartfelt compliments, you create an atmosphere where women feel valued and understood. Could this be the secret to more engaging and fulfilling interactions? Try it and discover the difference it makes in your connections. Number 5. Lead with integrity and honesty. Imagine you're at a party and you meet someone who instantly captivates you. What makes them stand out in a sea of faces? Often, it's their genuine nature. Let's explore how honesty and integrity can make a profound impact on your interactions, especially with women. Leading with honesty isn't just about avoiding lies. It's about embodying integrity in every interaction. When you're straightforward about your intentions and feelings, you build trust, a foundation that makes anyone, especially women, feel secure and respected in your presence. If asked about your interests, share what genuinely excites you, rather than crafting a tailored response you think might impress. This approach not only showcases your authenticity, but also allows for deeper connections. Take the example of a well-known figure, Jack. When asked about his type of woman, he candidly mentions his preference for dark hair, despite knowing it might not align with what others might expect or want to hear. He says this with a playful smile, revealing a self-amusement that many find charming. This honesty isn't about making a grand statement. It's about revealing his true self, which ironically stands out in a world where people often fabricate their preferences. Where sincerity is highly valued, showing genuine self-awareness and integrity can be incredibly appealing. Women, and people in general, are used to encountering those who put on facades to gain approval. When you present your true self without pretense, you naturally stand out. It's not about being perfect, but about being real and unafraid to share who you are. Studies have shown that people who exhibit authentic behaviors are perceived as more trustworthy and attractive. According to a 2020 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, authenticity fosters stronger interpersonal bonds and greater respect. In conclusion, making women feel great around you boils down to honesty and integrity. Be yourself. Share your genuine thoughts and feelings, and you'll find that this approach not only attracts others, but also fosters meaningful connections. It's not about trying hard to impress, but about being effortlessly real. Number 6. Embrace humor and lightness. Imagine you're at a lively dinner party. You sit next to a woman with a bright smile, but she's a bit shy. You want to break the ice and make her feel at ease. Here's how humor can be your secret weapon. Start with a lighthearted joke. Picture this. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. A joke like this, simple and clean, can set a relaxed tone. But don't stop there. Gentle teasing and playful banter can also work wonders, as long as it's respectful and considerate. For example, if she mentions that she likes to cook, you could say, "I'm impressed. Cooking is a superpower. I can barely manage boiling water without causing a kitchen catastrophe." This keeps the mood light and fun. The key to successful humor is to ensure it's inclusive and considerate. Avoid jokes that could be misconstrued or touch on sensitive topics. Instead, focus on universal themes that bring laughter and foster a sense of camaraderie. According to social psychologist Dr. John Gottman, humor and playfulness are essential for creating a comfortable and positive atmosphere, especially when first meeting someone. But how do you know if your humor is hitting the mark? Watch for her reactions. If she's laughing and engaging, you're on the right track. If she seems uncomfortable or silent, it might be time to switch gears and focus on other forms of connection. If humor is your tool, empathy is your guide. Adapt your approach based on the responses you receive. Is she warming up? Great. Keep the playful banter going. In summary, making women feel great around you starts with embracing humor and lightness. Share jokes that are clean and inclusive. Engage in gentle teasing, and always be attentive to her responses. This approach not only breaks the ice, but also builds a genuine connection grounded in shared laughter and mutual respect. Remember, the goal is to create an atmosphere where everyone feels comfortable and valued. Number 7. Maintain a positive attitude. Imagine you're at a bustling social gathering. You notice Sarah, a warm-hearted woman standing alone, seemingly lost in her thoughts. You approach her with a friendly smile and genuine positive energy. Instantly, her demeanor shifts. She begins to open up, sharing her thoughts and laughter with ease. This isn't magic. It's the power of positivity at work. Positivity is more than just a smile or a cheerful remark. It's a mindset that can transform interactions and create a welcoming environment. When you maintain a positive outlook, especially in challenging situations, you set the stage for others to feel at ease. But how does this work, and why does it matter? In any social interaction, your attitude is contagious. If you approach life with resilience and a can-do mindset, you naturally become a source of strength and comfort. In a professional setting, when faced with a tight deadline, your positive approach can inspire your colleagues to tackle challenges with enthusiasm rather than stress. This not only fosters a supportive atmosphere, but also enhances teamwork and productivity. Positivity helps create a safe space where people feel valued and understood. It's not about ignoring problems, but about addressing them with a hopeful outlook. Consider a situation where you're comforting a friend going through a rough time. Your positive reinforcement and supportive attitude can provide much-needed comfort and encouragement. This approach helps them feel less alone and more empowered to navigate their challenges. Showcasing resilience in the face of adversity can inspire others. If you handle setbacks with grace and optimism, your attitude can serve as a motivational force, demonstrating that challenges are opportunities for growth. Studies have shown that positivity can significantly impact interpersonal relationships and overall well-being. According to research from the University of North Carolina, individuals with a positive mindset are more likely to build stronger relationships and have higher levels of life satisfaction. This underscores the importance of maintaining a positive outlook for both personal and professional success. In essence, making women and everyone around you feel great involves more than just good manners. It requires a genuine, optimistic approach that fosters a sense of security and encouragement. So, The next time you find yourself in a social setting, remember, your positive energy can be the catalyst for a more uplifting and enjoyable interaction. Number 8. Attraction-killing mistakes. Building a strong connection with a woman can often seem like navigating a maze. Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly capture attention while others are stuck on the sidelines? It's not always about looks or charm. It's about avoiding the common mistakes that turn potential relationships into missed opportunities. So, what are these attraction-killing pitfalls that men should steer clear of? 1. Overthinking and self-doubt. Imagine being on a first date with Tashi, a woman you've admired for a while. Instead of enjoying her company, you're trapped in a mental loop of questions. Does she like me? Am I being interesting enough? This overthinking can kill the natural flow of the interaction. Women are often drawn to confidence, a calm assurance in oneself, rather than someone bogged down by self-doubt. Confidence can be magnetic. So, are you letting fear dictate your actions? If you are, it might be time to shift your mindset and focus on enjoying the moment instead of worrying about every detail. 2. Being too eager. You've just met Audrey, and she seems perfect. In your excitement, you text her constantly and make grand plans right away. But showing too much interest too soon can be overwhelming. Give her the space to develop feelings naturally. The Stoics valued patience and self-control, which can be invaluable here. By practicing restraint, you allow the relationship to grow organically, showing that you respect both her time and your own. Are you giving the relationship room to breathe, or are you trying to force it too soon? 3. Neglecting your own life. Tom recently met a wonderful woman, but soon all his free time revolved around her. Before long, he abandoned his hobbies and friends, centering his entire world around her. This is a mistake many men make. Maintaining a fulfilling life outside of a relationship is crucial. People are naturally drawn to those who are passionate and purpose-driven. Studies suggest that having a vibrant personal life not only makes you more attractive, but also removes unnecessary pressure from the relationship. Are you living a life that's full and satisfying, even without her? Ultimately, attraction is about balance, knowing your worth, not settling, and allowing relationships to develop naturally. Are you ready to let go of these mistakes and foster connections built on mutual respect and genuine interest? Remember, being true to yourself and respecting the natural flow of interactions can make all the difference in attracting the right woman. Number 9. Be mindful of nonverbal cues. Communication extends far beyond words. It's an intricate dance of nonverbal cues that shapes our interactions. Imagine you're at a party, engaging with Samson, who seems interested but slightly reserved. Your words convey interest, but are your nonverbal signals aligning with your intentions? In cultures where personal space and subtle gestures often speak volumes, mastering these cues can be a game changer in making women feel comfortable and valued. Your posture can communicate confidence or unease. Standing tall with shoulders relaxed suggests openness and approachability, while slouching might signal disinterest or discomfort. Facial expressions are equally powerful. A genuine smile can light up a conversation, conveying warmth and empathy. On the other hand, a furrowed brow might unintentionally suggest judgment or impatience. Have you ever noticed how a simple nod can encourage someone to share more? It's a nonverbal way of saying, "I'm listening and I care." A gentle, calm tone can create a sense of safety, while a loud or harsh tone might make others feel defensive. Studies have shown that people respond more positively to a calm and consistent tone, which fosters trust and connection. Do you make eye contact, or do you often find your gaze wandering? In many cultures, eye contact signifies respect and attentiveness, making the person you're speaking with feel acknowledged. Touch is another powerful tool when used appropriately. A light touch on the shoulder or arm can convey support and understanding, but it's important to be mindful of personal boundaries and cultural norms. What if you could create a comfortable environment just through your energy? Being present and attentive can make others feel valued, leading to more meaningful connections. Imagine being in a situation where you're unsure of your nonverbal cues. How do you adjust? Adopting a stoic perspective can help. Focus on being present and intentional with your actions, rather than overthinking or doubting yourself. By aligning your body language with your words, you create a harmonious interaction that leaves a lasting impression. In summary, nonverbal communication plays a pivotal role in our interactions, especially when building connections with women. By being mindful of your body language, tone, and energy, you can create a welcoming and engaging atmosphere. Remember, it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Are you ready to master the art of nonverbal communication and make women feel great around you? Number 10. Have standards beyond beauty. Creating meaningful connections with women goes beyond superficial appearances and taps into the art of making them feel valued and understood. Imagine you're at a gathering, and you notice that Rowan, a friend of a friend, seems distant and unengaged. How do you bridge that gap and create a genuine connection? It starts with recognizing that every woman, like every person, seeks to be seen and appreciated for who they are, not just how they look. Consider asking yourself what truly matters to her. Engaging in meaningful conversations and showing genuine interest in her passions and experiences can transform an interaction from ordinary to extraordinary. Instead of complimenting her appearance, why not praise her achievements or express interest in her ideas? For instance, acknowledging her work on a project or her insights during a discussion can convey that you value her contributions and intellect. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, such as our responses and actions in social settings. This means being present and attentive. According to a study published in the Journal of Personal Relationships, individuals who actively listen and respond empathetically are more likely to be perceived as supportive and understanding. This aligns with the Stoic principle of wisdom, which emphasizes thoughtful consideration and emotional intelligence. Rowan may start to open up as you engage her in conversation about her recent hiking trip or the book she's reading. Asking open-ended questions like what inspired you to take on that project? Or what do you enjoy most about your hobbies? Invites her to share more about herself. This approach not only makes her feel heard, but also deepens the connection between you. In a world often focused on aesthetics, showing a genuine appreciation for someone's character and accomplishments can be a breath of fresh air. This not only enriches your interactions, but also fosters a sense of respect and admiration that goes beyond the surface. How can you incorporate these principles into your next conversation? The answer might be simpler than you think. Listen, appreciate, and engage. To develop stronger relationships, consider building a life filled with passions and interests beyond the pursuit of romance. Take, for example, Tom, a musician whose main focus is his music. By prioritizing his career and passions, he has cultivated a life of balance and fulfillment. This approach aligns with the idea that a rich life full of personal interests makes you more attractive to others. How can you create a life that attracts the right people without being overly dependent on them for happiness? Developing charisma, building social circles, and pursuing personal goals can offer the answer. Charisma, like any other skill, can be developed and improved with practice. By actively working on your interpersonal skills, you can increase your options and create more meaningful connections. This not only benefits your social life, but also empowers you to approach relationships with confidence and authenticity. To truly understand how to make women feel great around you, embrace the power of genuine connection. Focus on making a woman feel comfortable by listening actively, showing empathy, and respecting her boundaries. These actions demonstrate emotional intelligence, naturally attracting women and making them feel safe in your presence. Practice patience and understanding to make her feel secure and prioritize her emotional well-being. Build trust through consistent actions, proving you're reliable. Be present, supportive, and respectful. If this advice resonates with you, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time. How to get any woman and make her fall in love with you. Advice for men. Welcome back to the land of the Stoics. There's nothing better than sipping a cup of tea and enjoying videos with us. Wishing you a peaceful day as you embark on this exciting journey. Please come along and let's dive into number 1. Let's go. Let me tell you something nobody else will. It's not about being good-looking, rich, or even smart. If you want any woman to fall for you, you have to master yourself first. Here's the truth. Most men are failing at this. Forget everything you've been told about dating. It's not about expensive gifts or looking like the guy in the magazine. What really pulls women in is your emotional strength. Your ability to stay calm, centered, and unshakable. Believe me, if you don't get this right, no amount of pickup lines or confidence tips will help you. In fact, they'll probably hurt your chances. If you've ever felt ignored, rejected, or overlooked by women, it's because they see something you're missing. You don't control yourself, and that's why they're walking away. But here's the good news. By mastering a few simple, Stoic principles, you'll make her want you without even trying. This isn't just another dating tip video. This is the secret strategy to unlock her heart. And it all starts with you. Not her, not what she wants, but you. mastering your mind, your emotions, and how you show up in the world. Ready to finally win at this game? Let's dive in. Here's the reality. Most men have been lied to about what makes women attracted to them. Society tells you to chase women, shower them with gifts, compliments, or even worse, act like someone you're not. Then you wonder why she's not interested, why she's ghosting you, or why things just don't work out. Let me be brutally honest. You're doing it all wrong. You've been told that dating is some sort of game where you need to win her attention. But here's the truth. The more you try to win her, the more you lose yourself, and she can feel it. Women can sense when you're putting on an act, and the more you try to impress her, the more she distances herself. It's time to stop chasing and start attracting. The only way to truly attract her is by mastering yourself. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt completely in control of your emotions, your mind, your actions? If you're like most men, you're probably reacting to everything around you, her moods, her words, her tests. But what if I told you that mastering your inner world and becoming emotionally unshakable is the secret to not just getting her attention, but keeping it? This isn't a gimmick. It's a philosophy that's been around for thousands of years. Now, you might be wondering what an ancient philosophy has to do with dating, right? Everything. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming a robot. It's about mastering your emotions. When you stop reacting to everything and stay calm and centered, no matter what's happening, that's when she starts noticing you. Not the guy who's flashy or always trying to make her laugh, but the man who's grounded, who knows who he is, and doesn't need her validation. Imagine walking into any situation, whether it's a first date or a serious relationship, with the kind of calm confidence that makes her feel safe. Picture this. While other guys are nervously fumbling their words, trying to impress her with jokes or showing off, you're there, relaxed, not seeking her approval, just being present. That's power. That's what makes you stand out in her mind. Here's a big truth that no one wants to talk about. Women don't want to be chased. They want to be drawn in. The moment you stop chasing her, stop trying to prove your worth, is the moment she starts to feel something different. She's intrigued. She's curious. And most importantly, why? Because you're showing her what 99% of other men can't: self-control. Stoicism is the secret weapon you never knew you needed. It's not about manipulation or tactics. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts. Not through what you say or do, but because of who you are. When you master this, everything changes. You'll stop overthinking your next move, stop trying to impress, and start being the man she chases. And guess what? It's not hard. If you find this video good, please tip me $2 so I can give it to the content writer immediately. If you find it bad, please comment below so I can fire him immediately. So, if you're ready to learn how to become the kind of man who commands attention without ever needing to ask for it, let's get started. Now that you understand the power of Stoicism, let's talk about one of the most misunderstood aspects of attraction: words. Most guys think they need to come up with clever lines or witty comebacks to get a woman's attention. But I'm telling you right now, that's dead wrong. It's not about being clever or funny. It's about saying the right things at the right time in a way that connects on a deeper level. Let me break it down for you. Women hear compliments all the time. You're beautiful or you're so hot. These things don't even register for her anymore because she's heard them 1,000,000 times. She's immune to it. But you know what she rarely hears. Real compliments. Compliments about who she is, not just how she looks. Step 1. Start using her name in conversation. This might sound simple, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful things you can do. When you say her name during a conversation, it triggers something deep in her mind. It makes her feel recognized, unique, and important. But don't overdo it. You don't want to throw her name into every sentence. That feels forced. Use it strategically. Drop it in at key moments, like when you're giving her a genuine compliment. It will make her feel like she's the only person in the room. Step 2. Compliment her in ways that no one else does. Most guys will focus on physical appearance because it's easy. But if you want to stand out, compliment her mind, her intelligence, her character. If she tells you a story about something she's passionate about, don't just nod and smile. Show her that you're really listening. Say something like, "I love how passionate you are about this." It's rare to meet someone who thinks so deeply about things. This kind of compliment isn't just flattering. It makes her feel truly seen, and that's what she's looking for. Here's the thing. Women want to feel special, and not in a shallow, superficial way. They want to know that you see them for who they are, beyond the surface. Most guys fail at this. They're too busy trying to impress with jokes or show off with stories about themselves. But you're different. You're showing her that you see her in a way that others don't. Step 3. Practice gratitude. This is something that gets overlooked, but it's incredibly powerful. Women notice when you appreciate the small things they do. If she does something thoughtful for you, don't just brush it off. Acknowledge it. A simple thank you can go a long way, but don't just say it, mean it. When you express genuine gratitude, it makes her feel valued. In a world where most guys take her for granted, that's a game changer. Now let me address something most guys do. Stop over-apologizing. I see this mistake all the time. Guys are constantly apologizing for things they didn't even do wrong just to avoid conflict or keep the peace. Let me tell you something. Apologizing too much makes you look weak. Women respect men who own their actions, who stand by what they say. So, apologize when it's necessary. But don't apologize for being who you are. Actions grounded in stoicism. Words and actions that speak louder than words. Stoic confidence. Words are important, but they're only half the equation. Your actions matter even more. You can say all the right things, but if your actions don't match up, it's game over. That's where Stoicism comes in. Stoic philosophy teaches that your actions should be deliberate, grounded, and rooted in calm inner confidence. Let me show you how this works in the real world. Action 1. Master your body language. This might sound basic, but it's where most guys go wrong. Your body is constantly sending signals, whether you realize it or not. When you're fidgeting, shifting your weight, or avoiding eye contact, you're telling her that you're nervous, unsure of yourself. If you're not confident in yourself, why should she be? The first step is to calm your body. Stand tall, plant your feet firmly on the ground, and relax your shoulders. You want to exude calm confidence, not tension. Eye contact is another big one. A lot of guys either avoid eye contact because they're nervous or they overdo it and come off as creepy. The stoic way is to strike a balance. Hold her gaze for a few seconds at a time, long enough to show that you're present, but not so long that it becomes uncomfortable. When you get this right, it creates a powerful connection. Action 2. Move with purpose. Think about the last time you walked into a room. Did you rush in, head down, scanning the room nervously? If so, you're not alone. Most guys do this without even realizing it. But here's the thing. When you move quickly and without intention, you're sending a message that you're unsure of yourself. Stoic men move slowly, deliberately. Every step is grounded. You're in control of your space. You don't need to rush because you're confident that wherever you're going, you belong there. Women pick up on this. They notice the way you move, the way you carry yourself. When you move with purpose, it communicates strength and self-assurance. You become the guy who isn't rattled by the environment around him, and that's incredibly attractive. Action 3. Small gestures, big impact. Forget the idea that you need to make grand romantic gestures to win her over. The truth is, it's the little things that matter most, and I'm not talking about flowers or chocolates. I'm talking about showing her that you're truly paying attention. Maybe she mentioned her favorite author a few weeks ago. Surprise her with a book by that author. Or maybe she told you about a personal challenge she's facing. Check in with her about it. These small gestures show that you're engaged, that you listen, and that you care about her on a deeper level. Stop trying to be the entertainer. A lot of guys think they need to keep women entertained with jokes and stories. But here's the secret. Women don't want a clown. They want a man who listens. So instead of trying to be the life of the party, be the guy who's fully present, who listens more than he speaks. Trust me, that's way more attractive than being the funny guy. Applying stoicism in modern relationships. Let's talk about how to handle things when they don't go your way, because things don't always go as planned. Maybe the date isn't going as smoothly as you'd hoped, or maybe she starts pulling away and you're not sure why. Most guys would panic in these situations. But you're a stone. You don't let external circumstances control your inner peace. Scenario 1. The date is going badly. Maybe the conversation is awkward, or maybe the restaurant messed up your order. A lot of guys would try to fix everything to smooth things over and make the night perfect. But a stoic man doesn't need everything to be perfect. He stays calm, relaxed, and unbothered by the little things. He knows that it's not about the situation, it's about how he handles it. When she sees that you're not rattled by the small stuff, she'll feel more comfortable and at ease with you. Scenario 2. She starts pulling away. This is a tough one, and it's where most guys mess up. When a woman starts to pull away, most men go into panic mode. They start texting more, calling more, trying to figure out what went wrong. But here's the thing, that's exactly what pushes her further away. A stoic man understands that he can't control her actions. He can only control his response. So instead of chasing after her, he steps back. He gives her space, and in that space, she realizes that you're not like other guys. You're not desperate for her attention, and that's when she starts to come back. This might sound counterintuitive, but it works. Women are drawn to men who don't need them. When you show that you're not afraid to lose her, that you're secure in yourself no matter what, it changes the entire dynamic. Suddenly, she's the one chasing you. Be true to yourself, the final Stoic lesson. At the end of the day, none of this matters if you're not true to yourself. You've heard it before, but let me break it down in a way that makes sense. Being true to yourself doesn't mean being lazy or complacent. It doesn't mean refusing to grow or improve. What it means is embracing who you are, flaws and all, and showing up as that person in every situation. Stop trying to be the guy you think she wants you to be. Start being the best version of you and trust that the right woman will be drawn to that. When you master yourself, you stop chasing women. You stop trying to win their approval, and instead you focus on living your life with purpose, with intention, and with strength. And when you do that, something amazing happens. Women start chasing you, not because of what you say, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Conclusion: why mastering yourself changes everything. Stop chasing women. Stop trying to impress. Stop playing the game. Instead, become the kind of man who naturally attracts everything he wants by mastering himself first. Be the calm in the storm, the rock that everyone else leans on, and watch as your entire life, your relationships, your career, everything begins to transform. You now have the keys to unlock her heart. It's not about fancy tricks or cheesy lines. It's about mastering yourself. Take what you've learned, apply it, and watch how everything changes. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 secret phrases that, when used, will make women eager to fulfill their wildest fantasies with you. But before we continue, let me warn you, if you learn to use these phrases, your attraction power will increase so much that women won't be able to resist you. Are you ready to handle the impact this knowledge will have on your life? What you're about to watch will change your game. It's incredibly powerful. Learning to use these phrases is essential if you never want to be overlooked by women again and want to understand how to activate their most intimate desires. Knowing techniques to spark a woman's sexual desire goes beyond just having a more active sex life. Understanding how to create sexual tension and ignite desire can strengthen the intimacy and emotional connection with your girlfriend, the woman you're flirting with, or your wife, who might not see you the same way anymore. It contributes to deeper and more satisfying relationships. You'll become a much more attractive and seductive man after learning these techniques that I'm about to show you. But remember, if you don't master these phrases, other men definitely will. And believe me, when you see her desiring another guy because he knew exactly what to say, the frustration will be immense. So it's better for you to learn now. If you choose not to learn this, I'm sorry, but your relationships will continue to go downhill, and other guys will use these powerful messages to take your place. In the end, you'll feel more and more frustrated and alone. Sparking a woman's sexual desire through words is a skill many men desire. It's common to find ourselves in situations where conversations don't evolve into deeper interest, even when covering various topics. Being considered nice, but unable to ignite that spark of sexual attraction is a frustrating experience. Many men mistakenly blame superficial factors like appearance or financial status without realizing that this mindset is limiting. And now let me tell you, use these words responsibly, because once you know how they work, you'll have the power to drive any woman crazy with desire for you to the point where she can't get you out of her head, falls madly in love, and does anything to keep you around. Once you use these messages, there's no turning back. If you're already interested in learning these phrases, I ask you to help us out by leaving a like to support our work, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and hitting the notification bell. Without further delay, let's get started. The first phrase is, "I just had a really hot dream about you last night." Wait for her to ask what the dream was about, and then say, "Better not tell you, because now I'm going to have to take a cold shower to recover." The phrase, "I just had a really hot dream about you last night," is incredibly effective for several reasons. First, it immediately sparks the woman's curiosity and interest, creating an atmosphere of mystery and anticipation. By mentioning that you had a hot dream, you're introducing a seductive idea without being too explicit, which stimulates her imagination. This approach is subtle yet powerful because it suggests a latent desire that even manifests in your dreams. When she inevitably asks about the dream, the second part of the phrase, "Better not tell you, because now I'm going to have to take a cold shower to recover," serves to heighten the sexual tension. By not revealing the details of the dream, you maintain the mystery and leave her wanting to know more, which further increases her interest. Additionally, the comment about needing a cold shower is a playful and provocative way to insinuate that the dream was so intense it had a physical effect on you without being vulgar or offensive. This combination of mystery, humor, and suggestion is what makes this phrase so effective at sparking desire and keeping her interest high. The first phrase you just learned. If you find it interesting, please give me a $2 bonus so I can immediately reward the content writer. If you find it too boring, please comment below so I can fire him immediately. Imagine a sequence of irresistible words that, when sent via text, have the power to ignite a burning, uncontrollable desire in any woman. Imagine her not being able to stop thinking about you, longing to see you and be with you every second. Have you ever imagined sending a magnetic text message to a woman and generating in her an uncontrollable desire to be with you just because of that sentence? You may be wondering, what phrase is this? These secret messages awaken uncontrollable desire in any woman. I'm talking about magnetic messages that psychologically invade her brain and mess with her emotional side, making her think about you all the time, even if she has a boyfriend or only sees you as a friend. Warning: if you send this message to a woman, if you don't want this woman to fall in love with you, don't use this message. You can click on the first link below and download these secret messages right now that will make her obsessed with you, looking forward to the next date and dreaming about you day and night. The second phrase, "What are you wearing today?" The phrase, "What are you wearing today?" might seem simple, but when used in the right context, it has the power to create immediate and intense sexual tension. First and foremost, this question shifts the focus to her appearance in a way that's both casual and suggestive. It's not just innocent curiosity. The question carries a sexual undertone that's hard to ignore. This phrase works so well because it makes her think about how you're picturing her in that moment, even without being physically together. The question implies that you're thinking about her in an intimate way, almost as if you're trying to visualize every detail. This stirs a sense of closeness and desire. especially if she realizes that you're interested not just in what she's wearing, but also in what's underneath her clothes. When you ask, "What are you wearing today?" she might start thinking about her outfit more consciously, perhaps even imagining herself through your eyes. This shift in perspective is what creates palpable sexual tension. Moreover, by leaving the question open and without additional context, you allow her to imagine what you might be thinking, which adds an element of mystery and excitement. Now, my favorite phrase, "I just bought some massage oil." Tonight, you're getting a full body massage. This phrase is a bold offer that's rarely turned down. You can always use it with women you're already seeing. It's a smart way to introduce a sexual context and show your intention, but in a gentlemanly manner. This really drives them wild as they anticipate the massage, which is a very intimate and sensual activity that usually precedes a passionate night. She'll be imagining what might come after that massage. The phrase, "I just bought some massage oil." Tonight, you're getting a full body massage is powerful because it combines the suggestion of physical pleasure with a promise of care and attention. By mentioning that you bought massage oil, you show that you're thinking about how to provide her with a pleasant and intimate experience. This is already a clear sign of your intention to create an atmosphere of physical and emotional connection. The fact that you're promising a full-body massage is a clever way to introduce a sexual context without being too direct. A massage is an activity that is naturally intimate and sensory. It involves touch, closeness, and a form of non-verbal communication that can easily lead to something more intense. This anticipation is what truly excites her, making her imagine not just the massage itself, but also what could happen afterward. Moreover, this approach is gentlemanly because you're offering something that's both relaxing and pleasurable. It shows that you're attentive to her well-being, which is an attractive trait, and reinforces the idea that you're a caring and sensitive partner. The balance between the suggestion of pleasure and care makes this phrase irresistible, creating an expectation that often leads to an unforgettable night. A final note. Awakening sexual desire through words is a skill sought after by many men. In a world where communication is predominantly through text messages and social media, the ability to turn a simple conversation into something more intimate and engaging is seen as a true power. Studies in female psychology reveal that there are specific mental triggers that, when activated, can awaken desire in a powerful and irresistible way. Strategic words are powerful weapons, but they must be used responsibly. Language has the power to penetrate emotional defenses and activate feelings that may not be immediately visible on the surface. Using the right words at the right time can transform a simple exchange of messages into a seductive game full of tension and anticipation. However, with great power comes great responsibility. Do not use the messages from this video with married women. These techniques are powerful, and the use of these phrases and magnetic messages should not be used with women who are in committed relationships. I suggest you use them with caution and wisdom. Imagine being able to use a sequence of magnetic messages that ignite chemistry and desire so intense that she can't resist and becomes desperate for you. If you have a phone and know how to text, you could have beautiful women knocking on your door tonight. These messages transform simple conversations into encounters full of desire and deep connection. Go online and find the exact text messages that will make any woman see you as the man of her dreams, the one she wants at all costs. In your days of scrolling through articles or magazines, I am sure you've come across the term high-value men. For those that haven't, a high-value man is a term used to describe attractive and successful dudes. For the record, no girl would be willing to pass on a high-value man because they are considered the complete package. So even if you have yet to attain the status of a high-value man, this episode will walk you through how these men talk to women and make them wet before they even get laid. They don't try too hard. Women love guys with sugar-coated tongues who don't try too hard. She wants to hear that she's the most beautiful girl in the world, even when she knows she's not. They also love being gifted nice things like expensive jewelry and chocolates. Comment on the saying, "I'm a high-value man." Let me count to see if you are one of the few men that women always desire. They flirt with confidence. High-value men know flirting boosts attraction, and they will use this to their advantage. Reasons why you see most high-value men randomly walk up to a lady and tell her how they feel their lips look kissable. Expressing emotions is quite an arduous task for some men. These are the novices in the dating game. To be a high-value man, you have to confidently express what you feel about a girl, giving no room for fear or rejection. Only women shy away from expressing their feelings. Real men don't. So, buddy, be bold and make that first move, because that is what high-value men do. Flirting doesn't have to be complicated. Remember to keep it as simple and fun as you can. Aside from the possibility of getting her laid, flirting is also a way to gauge her interest in you. Observe her mood while flirting. If it's positive, then she's yours for the taking. If it's not, walk away. They know how to keep things interesting. When dealing with women, try to be as unpredictable as possible. Women love men they can't predict, and high-value men know this. Once a man is inconsistent in his dealings, a woman's curiosity becomes aroused. At this moment, she will continue to look forward to your next step, unsure of what it will be. Always try to be interesting and add new and exciting topics to your discussions. Ask questions about her life, past relationships, and things she enjoys doing. Never avoid having a good conversation. By doing so, you're going to solve mysteries that other guys fail to solve. You're going to know her weaknesses and her strengths, and you'll be able to use them to your advantage. If you play your cards right, you're going to get her dancing to your tune in no time. Modes of communication. To be part of this social world that we built, there are social rules that you must follow. There are also rules to communicating, and you feel how much they matter when you're trying to impress that girl. Now, there are two modes of communicating to understand: indirect and direct communication. Indirect communication involves saying something without actually, saying it. It's like a polite smoke and mirrors act designed to avoid coming across as blunt or rude. For example, let's say after weeks of internal struggle, you finally summon the courage to ask her out, and her response is a classic: "You're cute, but I'm not interested." That is a simple example of indirect communication right there. She essentially said no without coming off as rude. On the other hand, we have direct communication, which is obviously when a person tells you clearly what they mean. Now, here's the thing. Indirect communication has traditionally been associated with femininity and is the default setting of most women. Meanwhile, direct communication is associated with masculinity. Until fairly recently, these days, a lot more people are into indirect communication, both male and female. But what's interesting about starting and building relationships is that human nature doesn't go along with these changes. Yes, more people tend to talk in codes through indirect communication. But when you're approaching a girl, she still wants a man. Therefore, she wants you to talk like a man. Indeed, 99.7% of women want you to talk directly. When a waitress asks you, "What's your order?" rather than reply with, "Could I have chicken and fries, please?" you reply with, "I'll have chicken and fries, thank you." In the first reply, you're not direct. You're more like asking for permission, while in the latter, you're letting her know you know exactly what you want. Listen, you already get a sense of this once you understand that women love confident men. So what is confident about you if you can't even say exactly what you mean? But hey, relax. Before you walk up to a girl in a bar and tell her how you want to have sex with her, know that direct communication does not mean being crude or rude. It just means being in control